Good morning. Welcome back to another Live at 5 Early Morning Motivation. It is August 1st. This is episode 20. I love the start of new months. It's a great time to reset goals, to refocus, kind of another chance at whatever you're working at, that mini reset in your head, almost like a little bit of a do-over. Love the start of new months. July is over with. Here is August. Today's quote is actually going to come from Tim Ferriss's book, Tools of Titans. Really enjoying this book. I've been reading it for a couple months now. Lots of awesome knowledge in it. And so let me just give you this quote today. It comes from Greg McKeown, I believe is how his last name is pronounced. And it says, make your peace with the fact that saying no often requires trading popularity for respect. So I'm just going to say that one more time. It says, make your peace with the fact that saying no often requires trading popularity for respect. Now, I think you can take this a couple ways, but the way that I took it and I'm kind of applying it is more looking at it from an opportunity cost standpoint. And that's really that every time you say yes, you're implicitly agreeing to someone else's agenda if someone else is asking you to do something. So not that that's wrong, and a lot of times you should say yes depending on who is asking you or what opportunity is or whatever is presented to you. But just keep in mind that every time you say yes, you're agreeing to someone else's idea. You're agreeing to using your time for something someone else is asking. And every time you say no, you're prioritizing something you have over what they're asking for or whatever the question is. So when I think about that, it's like the amount of time that someone wants you to go hang out and you decided, no, I need to do X, Y, Z because it's one of my goals, and you say no to it, you might offend them, you might make them upset or, whatever. And I think that's where that whole popularity aspect comes from. And I love this simply because when you're saying no and you're saying yes, you're validating what's most important to you. And, it's one thing to say you have goals and it's one thing to say that you want to accomplish things, but your no's and your yeses pretty much fairly represent how important those actually are to you. And they speak way louder than the words out of your mouth. And I find I have to keep myself in check too. It's like when you have big goals and you have big ideas and big things you want to accomplish, you really need to make sure your actions line up with them, because otherwise you're never going to get there. And it's a tough thing to deal with. I think especially with the people closest to you, right? Those are the ones that are the hardest to say no to. And it's something that if you don't have open communication with all of them and they don't understand what is so crucial and important to you and your goals, then there's going to be a lot of, disappointment with other people when you say no. And, it's kind of weighing the difference between that popularity or that respect. And if you equate it to friends or kind of that social dynamic, it's like if every single time they want to go out or every single time they want to do something fun, you say yes, you might be super popular and all your friends are going to love you. And if you say no really frequently, then it may kind of tick some of them off. So that was kind of how I thought of it. I think you can take this quote a ton of different ways, which is why it's great. But I think it definitely demonstrates the purpose of opportunity cost and whether your actions line up with your goals and your priorities, and that your no's and yeses are really votes on whether your goals and priorities are important or not. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that quote. This is the book, in case you haven't seen this, what it looks like if you see it in the stores. Well worth the buy. There's also a link in the description below if you want to check it out. I've been loving this book by Tim Ferriss. It's been awesome. Let me jump over to chat here and just see who has joined us this morning. Looks like we got 19 watching live. We got Treasure Hustlers, Victor, good morning. Positive Picker, David, we got Christina, Deb's here. Hi, Lynn, Harold, we got Thrifty Miracle, DJ, we got DQ in the house, and Cruising Profit. Good morning, everyone. 23 watching live. It is a new month. I hope you guys are excited. I hope your July's finished strong. Looks like I had a couple sales while I was sleeping, if you're a reseller, that is. I'm pretty pumped for August. I feel like the momentum started to shift mid-July and sales are on the move, and just really excited to keep listing here. I've got 6 bags of stuff I sourced this last weekend over here. I need to record a haul video, and then I need to get listing. So hope everyone has an awesome morning. I hope you guys enjoyed this quote, and I will see you guys later.